Chapter 4 Delivery. With the final assembly of the first 20 Orange Line cars complete, delivery of the Hawkers began in December of 1979. Back then, most new subway cars built in North America were delivered by rail, which meant they would travel to their destination via existing rail infrastructure instead of being loaded on a flatbed truck. The 20 completed Hawkers would be coupled up to a diesel locomotive and pulled all the way from Thunder Bay, Ontario to Boston, Massachusetts. The first leg of the journey had Canadian National Railway pulling the cars from Thunder Bay to the US-Canadian border. At the border, the cars were recoupled to a freight train operated by Boston and Maine, where they would continue the journey towards Boston. After crossing into the state of Massachusetts, the cars made one last intermediate stop at Boston and Maine's rail facility in Somerville, Massachusetts, where they once again changed hands, this time to Conrail. From there, the cars were pulled by a Conrail diesel locomotive from Somerville to Wellington Maintenance Facility in Malden, Massachusetts. With the long journey finally over, delivered cars were decoupled from the locomotive and one by one rolled into the main yard. From there, the yard crews remarried the pairs and prepared them for a test run along the Orange Line test track that ran along the line from Wellington Station to Community College Station. While the rest of the deliveries took place, cars 1208 and 1209 were shipped to Pueblo, Colorado, where the United States Department of Transportation conducted their official engineering evaluation of the cars. The main focus was to test if the cars had a ride quality and performance that met the standard procedures of the Toronto Transit Commission. Once performance testing in Colorado had concluded, cars 1208 and 1209 were shipped back to Wellington Maintenance Facility and rejoined the rest of the fleet. Finally, after months of waiting, the public got its first ride on the brand new cars. On February 16, 1981, the first set of Hawkers began revenue service running between Oak Grove Station and Forest Hills. The consist of the first train put into service were cars 1200, 1201, 1202, and 1203.